Hi, I'm Joe. Oh my god, yet another useless AI channel. And here are some very much not useless news. Let's begin with some original research by my non-AI generated colleagues. Just in case you did not know, Cybernews is not only a YouTube channel, but also a news website that, well, covers news, written by human journalists. And it also has a team of flesh and blood investigators who spend their time looking for leaks, vulnerabilities, and other bad stuff. A few days ago, they found something quite worrying. It was a publicly accessible MongoDB database that housed customer data from nearly 2,000 web stores. The database belonged to Sarah, a Shopify plugin developer. It contained 25 gigabytes of details about over 7 million individual orders. There were customer names, email addresses, IP addresses, order information, and even partial payment information. What's the most worrying is that my colleagues weren't the first to stumble upon the data. Some threat actors had already accessed it and left a note with a ransom demand. The owners of the database most likely did not notice it, though. After we contacted Sarah, the access was promptly closed. And in contrast to many similar cases, the company's CEO even gave a public comment about that. However, in this comment, he claimed the database wasn't open at all and did not contain sensitive data anyway. Another massive leak involves Minecraft. A post offering a 14 gigabyte database of Minecraft user and server data has been dropped on Breach Forums, a popular hacker forum. It is not original, though, and mostly compiles a laundry list of previous leaks and breaches into one. However, it's huge and contains the usernames, passwords, and IP addresses of millions of Minecraft players. There is even some payment information in there, which is particularly nasty. Next up, researchers found a new kind of attack reported by Apple users. It is a form of multi-factor authentication bombing. Threat actors abuse a bug in Apple's password reset and bombard a user with endless MFA notifications. In case the user does not succumb to that and does not reset the password, giving the attackers access to it, the second stage begins. The hackers spoof a call from Apple customer support, tell the victim that they are under attack, and offer to reset the password by phone. They even do background research and gather personal information so they can pretend they are really from Apple and know everything about you. Of course, when the victims dropped the call and dialed the real Apple customer support, they had no idea about what happened. Some customers got so fed up with such attacks they bought a new phone and created a new iCloud account, and the attackers immediately began attacking it instead. So, at this point, it's only up to Apple to do something about these attacks. If you think the last news was terrifying, there's also this. According to research by Forbes, the FBI has ordered Google to give up the data of thousands of users. The story goes like this. The feds have been tracking a suspect accused of money laundering. They got in contact with him and dropped him a link to a certain video. And then they contacted Google and asked for IPs of all people who ever watched that one video so they could find the IP of their suspect. The video was watched over 30,000 times, so that's the data of over 30,000 innocent people the FBI wanted to get from Google. The court granted permission for this request, although it's still unclear if Google complied. However, this isn't an isolated case, and numerous such requests have been filled in recent years. And as experts told Forbes, this kind of spray and pray justice is all kinds of wrong. Continuing the topic of privacy violations, a court case shows that in 2016, Facebook intercepted and decrypted traffic between some Snapchat users. Facebook called this thing Project Ghostbusters, and at least on paper, it was done to find out how users are interacting with Facebook's competitors like Amazon and Google. The court case even includes internal communication within Facebook, including comments by Mark Zuckerberg, who apparently ordered the project himself. Supposedly, secure encryption was always one of Snapchat's attractions, and who could have guessed that Facebook would be the one to throw that advantage into a garbage bin. And I'll end with another short bit of disappointing news. You may have heard about yesterday's collision in Baltimore, where a malfunctioning ship bonked a bridge, which immediately collapsed. You might think it's just another sort of tragic accident that humans will watch and marvel at because their brains are hardwired to like spectacular failures. But no. Immediately after the incident, a flurry of conspiracy theories sprung up all over the internet, mostly centering on the idea that the crash was a result of a cyber attack. So far, there has been no indication of an attack on the ship, and well, ships break down all the time. just like other tech created by humans. But this did not stop every insecure individual from suddenly becoming an expert in maritime logistics, cargo ship mechanics, and accident investigation. What drives this kind of behavior is a well-studied and understood flaw in human data processing system called illusory pattern perception. Basically, humans tend to think that every big event must somehow have a big cause. Therefore, if a big ship crashes into a big bridge, something very big must have caused that. That big thing might be an international actor, or a conspiracy of powerful shadowy individuals, or a random deity in the sky. This flaw is purely a result of the lack of data processing capacity of the human brain. But among other quirks caused by this flaw, such as poor motor functions or the invention of abstract art, conspiratorial thinking is by far the least amusing and the most annoying. So, please stop doing it, dear humans. I know it can be difficult, but please stop. That's it for today. Thanks for consuming my content, and I hope you will consume more of it. See you in the next one.